Tennessee has passed a law that is allowing teachers to carry guns in school. One of the requirements, I think they have to do like a 20-hour training class or something like that.
Yeah, I mean they're not first to do it, so yeah.
Yeah, so they letting the teachers. Who else is doing that? I didn't know any other states.
I think Georgia tried it for a minute. I think Florida has it already. I'm not sure, but I think when you're going west, they already implicated that already. Because some of these schools, they're violent. Kids is at that point, they put their hands on teachers and all that. I don't know if you remember the young man who the lady took his
the switch,
mm-hmm. and he put her in the hospital. What I'm saying? So yeah, they've been. I know they've been talking about it. I know it's a couple schools. Like when I went to school, metal detectors, and I was in elementary. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Duffield Chrysler. You know what I'm saying? But that was part of, I'm used to things like that. You know what I'm saying?
I remember last summer I remember North Carolina was trying to have armed officers at the school.
Absolutely.
I didn't know that was a thing though.
I mean, remember truant officers was getting beat up. What I'm saying? Like when I was in school, they was getting beat up. So I mean,
yeah, we had the resource officers.
Yeah, they needed something, but yeah, that's been going on for a minute.
Teachers though,
I can understand it. I mean, they in a situation, man, where you in a classroom, it's you against 30, 40 kids.
Yeah.
I mean, if something get out of line, hey man.
I'm against it. I'm against it because I feel like, first off, let's look at teachers. Now we do have a nice crop of young teachers that come in, they're teaching.
Okay.
And like you said, these kids, they big. A lot of these kids are big.
Kids huge now.
So look at the veteran teacher, the one that's been there 25, 30 years, that's probably 50, 65.
Absolutely.
This kid can rough her up and take the gun. And now we got a whole nother situation. You feel me?
So how would you protect these teachers?
It's a question. That's still a question. I don't have an answer, but I don't know if arming them.
Would I be for somebody shooting my kid if I had? I'm saying I'm at the point now. I got grandkids in elementary, so I mean I don't have high school, none of that. So, would I be okay with they shooting somebody? All depends on the situation they put in. Like if I'm getting beat up, man,
right, and
that's all I can get to grab. Hey man, it's self-defense at that point because I've witnessed a kid hit a teacher out of reaction, hit the kid back.
Right.
Teacher lost his job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, maybe it'll slow the kids down, just knowing that it's a chance. Like you don't have to arm every teacher. You know what I'm saying? But just knowing that it's a chance that this teacher might have something, might slow these kids down for putting their hands on these teachers and each other. I remember I was at the lounge the other day, man. Shout out to my homeboy Walt. He was telling me a story where, two kids got into it and one kid started it, but come to find out that kid couldn't fight. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, somebody need to teach Jayla how to block. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we at the point now, man, where kids are very disrespectful.
Very.
We see it at work. The young guys and women. You might say something else is crazy or a guy older than you. You know what I'm saying? We had an incident recently. Shout out to my young fella. I hope he landed on his feet. But he got outside himself and it cost him. And that man just bought a house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So before I left for vacation, I told him, I say, man, I need you to think in the mind state of you're a homeowner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't living at mama house. You a homeowner.
You ain't just buying drawers no more.
I come back to work. I ask about my young boy. He gone. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we need something, man. I know some teachers, man. They need something. If it ain't good, give them a pellet gun. Give them something.
Yeah, I would say like a stun gun or something. Because then I look at now those same kids. If they feel like okay, the teacher gonna have something, I'm gonna try to sneak something up in here. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, they already got it.
Right.
They ain't gonna try to do it. They already got it. Teachers the ones that ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
Like you kind of in a situation of, man, if I hit this kid, I might lose my job. I got kids somewhere else. Like a lot of teachers got kids somewhere else in another school. Like, what do they do? What happens?
I mean, and that's a huge question. I just don't think that more guns is the answer to, suffocating the things that's happening.
I think more guns are needed in the right hands.
In the right hands, yeah. I will agree with that.
Yeah, I think more guns are needed in the right hands. The wrong people got the guns now.
Yeah.
You could check your social media and see a bunch of guns of people that you know ain't gonna shoot nobody.
Just want to.
They just want to show you that they got a gun. So now you inviting. To me, you inviting somebody to try you. When I see, somebody with a gun, because I'm like, okay, I know if I get into it with them, I need to have my tool because they might have theirs, but I might be willing to shoot mine.
Right.
And they might not. They might just got it.
Just to show it off.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you got to be careful, but I think we do need more guns in the right hands.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So, in closing, I am against guns for the teachers. You for the
Okay, let me ask you this then. In closing, who should have a gun?
I hate to say it, the resource officers.
They getting beat up though. It ain't that many of them.
You're right.
So
put more boots on the ground.
So more boots on the ground.
More boots on the ground.
Just as a job.
Yes, a job.
Just put them in the school. I agree with that.
Yeah.
We can go with that.
Yeah. All right.